This is Alex Mandossian, and I'm so glad you made it to this hangout because I'm here with Muhammad Siddique in Atlanta, and what we are talking about today and what the future is interactive text response. Three important words. It must be interactive, it must be text, and there must be a response. Now, in the old days, they called it SMS, and SMS was a very important word back in the day, especially in Asia, and SMS it was the old style of texting. SMS stands for Short Message Service, but this is more than just SMS. Why is texting our future? Is because wherever this goes, your phone, you go. And you look at your text and you respond to your text much faster than email. In fact, you read your email over your phone. Email is secondary on your phone in most cases. Texting is primary, so I want to go with the primary future. And especially for an event, people ask when the event is, where the event is. Well, the way I get my events, for example, my event coming up, which is the membership site intensive in July, I'll be sending out a text to everyone on my texting database and say, look, I want you to clear the calendar for July 13th through 16th in Oceanside, California. I'll tell you more about it later. That's the text message, and that's a great way to get out there and just at least have them clear their calendar or put it on their Google Calendar. What is mobile text marketing? Well, first of all, it is mobile, and it is using the text feature. It's not using your voice. It's not voice broadcast. It's using the text feature, which means it's brief. You get to the point, and it's like using a haiku poem in describing something that would be as thick as the book War and Peace. It makes us look at it, and it's the way we communicate at the dinner table. We could be with other people and we're texting others. It's a way to creatively avoid the conversation in front of us. My children are not allowed to text at the dinner table. I don't even carry my mobile phone when I'm with my children, but most people do. So make sure that you go with where someone is, and that is mobile. Texting is the primary method because in the AIDA formula, attention, interest, desire, and action. This is a 150-year-old formula. This is the most difficult to capture now, which is attention, and texting can do that. That's why it's the future. How does mobile text marketing work? It's very simple. What you have is a text number, one number. Then you have a keyword phrase, and what you do is you change the keyword phrases, and you have interactive, response-centered messages with that mobile text number with a piece of software that we've made available to you, which I'm going to tell you in just a moment. What if all marketers used the texting method? Well, first of all, texting would be the only way that people interacted. Email would be dead right now. I'm making that statement because if everyone used it, they would see how much easier it is. And the bad marketers who take 50 words to say something that they can say it in 5 words, they would be obliterated and removed from the face of the earth as a business because people don't want to read 50 words when they can read 45 less words in 5. So you got to talk less, you have more impact, and you make life easier that way so that the video on the website is doing all the work, because video is the next way to get interest and desire so someone takes action. Now, one of the ways that you can use texting is to a SIMI card. Now, what is a SIMI card? It's something you give at an event. This is my SIMI card. This is the back side of mine, and this is the front side of mine. It says, "See me, I can get you unstuck." And then I have a text interactive number right down below, and the keyword there is funnel, as you can see, and then 415-233-7726 is the actual number. Now, another way you can do it is either in a magazine, which I have one thanks to my friend, who is also on this hangout, or if you don't have your own magazine like I do, now you can use the QR code, and there's the texting number. If you see there, it says to claim your free gift, text BMM, that's Billionaire Mentor Magazine, and then the phone number. Each of these articles inside, we're having people text to see who's reading what. Now, the person that made this possible for me is a gentleman by the name of Muhammad Siddique. If you'd like to test it, just look at his lower third. Text the word TRY to 404-418-6019. Never mind how you spell his name. If you can spell TRY and you just try to text 404-418-6019, you will get exactly what I'm talking about. But I'm not done, because number 3 is doing a hangout. I just demonstrated how to get text databases built through Hangouts through a lower third, and that was Siddique's lower third. Mine does not have one. Mine has a website, marketingtraining.com, but that doesn't capture the text number unless the opt-in page has a mobile text number, which mine does. I hope yours does as well. Business cards. Business cards are a great way. My business card has a text interactive number, so I have the word gift to 415-233-7726. The reason the number stays the same, because the database is all built on keywords, not on the phone number. One number, many keywords, kind of like one Google, many keyword phrases. Number 5, a stage presentation. Rather than having people run to the back of the room or come to the stage to say yes, rather than having them fill the credit cards at the back where people say no thanks or embarrass the speaker, you can simply have them text a number, and when they purchase, you can make an example out of them at the event, or they can at least think about it if the event marketer is giving you permission. And if you're a stage presenter or you're in front of a LaTips event or a Chamber of Commerce event or maybe a Dale Carnegie event and people want to learn more about you, you got their attention. The way you get their interest is give them a keyword and then a text number which always stays the same. Scanning. Now a QR code which is automatically created. My good friend says automagically. That is Raymond Aaron, who lives out of Toronto, and Siddique knows him well. Actually, Raymond Aaron is a client of Muhammad Siddique, who you saw originally. These QR codes, the software that I'm about to introduce to you, and you've already been introduced if you simply go through this text process. Text the word try to 404-418-6019. Or you could very simply go to onlinetraininguniverse.com/HMI. H as in Harry, M as in Mary, I as in intensive. onlinetraininguniverse.com/HMI. If you just refuse to text, you can go there and find out. Email broadcast. I use email broadcast to build my text database. Why would I use a text database? Because in my experience, 10 to 20 times the response, and people respond faster than using the regular computer. Even if you get email here, people respond slower than if you send them a text. Why? Because text is a lot more intimate. I think it's the intimacy that's getting them. Then why not have texts on social media posting versus a call to action going to a video? Why not capture their opt-in on Facebook, on Twitter, on LinkedIn? Once you have opted them into your text database, not your email, your text database, that will have their primary interest because you will have their interest on hand and you can opt out at any time. And then I've done it with TV appearances, radio appearances, any kind of appearance. You can use text. That is my review. And Siddique, Muhammad Siddique is my guest. I'm going to give him the final word. What's the final word on texting, Siddique? Because I did most of the talking in that review. What would you tell someone who has seen this for the first time and they're just frightened to give it a try?
I want them to try first, so that way that you imagine having a whole ownership experience of a product, how the product works before you even take the credit card out or buy anything. So if you try this one, try 404-418-6019. You can see it, my lower third. Try it on my dime. You see how that works, and then you can actually make a decision about if you really want to grow your business and grow your list. I don't see any other way. I have been using this for over 2 years, and finally now we have decided to share with others. I have been using it secretly almost for myself.
Excellent. This is Alex Mandossian on behalf of Muhammad Siddique. Come text with us and grow your company the new way, the faster way, the easier way, and most importantly, the innovative way through texting. All good wishes.